taking on the fight. Coins and cash, making it last. Jordan Budgets, we got this crew.
Hey y'all, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today I'm going to cash stuff $212. We have some new binders here that I'm going to introduce in just a moment. We are continuing to stuff some of our fall binders. And this is our cash. Before we get into it though, I do want to say a quick hi, hello, and welcome to the channel. If you are new around here, we would love to have you subscribe and become a part of our budget fam. I have been cash stuffing and budgeting for 5 years. I have been sharing my budgeting and cash stuffing here on YouTube for 4 years. I'm a single mom, single income with 2 boys. We moved from Mississippi to Des Moines, so we've had a lot of moving and a lot of life changes. I do make everything that you see in my videos, so if you feel so inclined to join, support, check out my shop, please do. But of course, none of that is necessary. None of this is necessary to start budgeting and cash stuffing and using cash as a way to change your life. Okay, let's get into today's cash stuffing. Like I said, have $212 to cash stuff here today. I have actually written out a plan for cash budgeting and cash stuffing my entire month. So you guys will see me every single week here doing a cash stuffing into these binders. Now, I will say, these themes do not feel like they go together. So I do think I'm going to be changing my 50 envelope savings challenge out next week for a different themed 50 envelope savings challenge. If you'd like to see me switch over the money on camera, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just do it off screen, but I'll come back with like a different design. But the things we've stuffed, basically I'm just gonna change the design that I'm using because I want it to match this more like holiday theme that I have going on down here. But for this week, we kind of have a mismatch of themes. So these will stay, and that's probably what we will cash stuff first. Before we do anything else though, let me go ahead and count this cash, make sure we have the money that I think we have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, 165, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. Let's move our little globe back a little bit. Y'all, I'm already prepping for winter. I've been sitting in front of my little globe. There has been no sun out for the last couple days. I'm like, oh no, it's already begun. 201, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $212 to cash stuff today. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing. How's your week going? Today is Tuesday when I'm filming this. I don't know if I'm going to have it out to you Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, but either way, my week is off to a great start. The boys are loving school, y'all. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. If you are new here, I have been homeschooling for the last several years. So I've been stretched extremely thin, and all of my future life plans kind of depended on if the boys like this school or not. And they're loving this school. So I'm finding a lot of comfort and happiness in that. And I'm just, you know, I'm in a good stage in life. Okay, we're gonna cash up this last because this one's gonna take the most time, but I do just want to show you, this is the new 52-week Christmas savings. So I was able to use one of my 52-week savings challenge binders to fully stuff and fund this year's Christmas. I have it ready to go, but now is the perfect time to start a 52-week savings challenge for next year. The reason now is perfect is because if you get it and start it now, by the time you end it, it would be this time of the year when it's ended, right? And the good thing about a 52-week savings challenge is you start out really slow. So this week we're gonna stuff $1, next week we're gonna stuff $2, and so on. By the end of it, we'll have almost $1,400. But this first month is going to be extremely cheap to stuff and like stay on top of this. So we will stuff into our 52-week savings challenge holiday themed binder. This is the brand new design. I do have 2 other Christmas or holiday themed binders. If you like the idea but not this design and want to go look and see the other ones, they are super cute. This is a brand new, just launched today, 1 month ahead. Again, I have a bunch of designs of these, but this is more my like December holiday themed one. I'm hoping to have this fully stuffed by the end of the year. That's why I went ahead and picked like a holiday themed 1 month ahead binder. We'll get into that a lot later, but I have hopes and dreams with both of these, but we have been stuffing into these 2. So let's start here and just push these off to the side. So this 50 envelope savings challenge, I am saving to move. I feel completely different every single day on this move. If you don't know, I'm living on family property right now. in a 1-bedroom with my 2 boys, and they are growing like weeds this year. Like, it is just nuts. So I'm gonna stuff $5 and $8. Also, if you're new here, just be aware I do a lot of chatting. It's just how it goes on this channel. So the 5 and the 8, we're gonna stuff $5 and stuff $8. I know that I want to move off of the family property. For a very long time have said, I want to own my own house. That's what I want to do. But somewhere in the last year and a half, we're putting 5 where the 5 is, I just kind of, I don't know, I think the stress of the world has gotten to me, and I'm like, oh, I'll never own. It's just not part of my story. I will never own. And I don't know, the more I look at rentals around here and absolutely hate them, I'm like, no, I'm going to have to find a way. I'm going to have to find a way to own. So I don't know if I'm like saving. It could go either way here, basically. I'm saving in this binder in a 50 envelope for the cost of moving into an apartment, and that would probably be relatively soon, or saving to buy my own house, and that would mean I'm here for a lot longer. So I don't know. It probably depends, honestly, on how hard this winter is on me and how much am I like, okay, I gotta move. I can't handle this little house anymore. $5, $6, $7, $8 is going into the 8. If you haven't seen a 50 envelope savings challenge, it's just whatever number is on the card. That's how much you put in it. It goes 1 through 50 because they are like envelopes, right? I'm using air quotes, but they're sort of envelopes. You can write on your tracker to keep up with it. At the end of a 50 envelope, you have $1,275. It's basically a cheaper, like if you're on a lower budget like I am, it's a fun challenge, but it's not a 100 envelope. I do have those too, but it's not a 100 envelope savings challenge. Whereas the 100 envelope savings challenge, you're saving for $5,050. This one you're saving for a lot less. And for somebody I have a lower income, so this is more motivating for me because the 100 envelope savings challenge feels just like so unattainable, right? Okay, I had a flat tire. I am in Des Moines, Iowa. If you're from the South, I don't know what y'all's weather is doing. Because I moved out of the South, but in the South, this is not the time when it is already getting cold. Here in Des Moines, Iowa, it is already getting cold, and it's doing like a back and forth weather thing, but mostly cold. So everybody's having tire problems. Long story short, everybody around me in Des Moines is having tire issues right now. So I spent an entire day trying to get a tire fixed. I'm saying all this to say, oof, this is such a side story, but I'm saying this to say I did take some cash out of here. I know exactly where it needs to go. Before we stuff new money into here, I do just need to pay myself back $5 that I pulled out of here. I spent an entire day trying to get a flat tire fixed at Firestone, all for them to tell me that they can't fix it because it had previously been plugged, and what happened is the cold air made the tires shrink, I guess. Is that accurate? They made the tires shrink, and whenever that happened, like an old plug fell out. So because it had been previously plugged, they can't fix a plugged tire because they patch tires, they don't plug them. So you know, if you have ever plugged or had somebody plug a tire, don't go to Firestone or a big company. You need to go to like a mom and pop shop. Well, I spent the entire day basically, have you ever bought a car? That's kind of what Firestone did to me recently. Like, they kept me sitting around all day long just for them to tell me that they couldn't fix it, but they had this tire package that I could buy and blah, blah, blah. Like, they tried to force me into $2,000 worth of tires. They wanted to change my oil, which is weird because my oil has been changed in the last month, and there's stickers all over my car saying that. And they wanted to sell me a tire package and then the labor that came with that, and they were like, this is your only option. So I spent the entire day there. Yeah, I pulled 20 from here. I spent the entire day there just for them to be like, we're not going to do anything to it, and I'm just going back to check and make sure I did stuff the 5s. This is what happens to me. I start chatting, and then okay, I did. I stuffed 25 and 25, so I fixed this binder. So I came home, I told my dad about it, and he was like, no. They're just treating you like that because you're a girl. Let me find somewhere that will let me take it somewhere, right? So my dad took it to a mom and pop shop. They fixed it within 20 minutes, which I should have tried a mom and pop shop to begin with. Hello. But they just plugged it where it was previously plugged. They plugged it. It's a teeny tiny small leak. So my dad got it fixed. It was $30. So I paid him back in cash, and I just pulled this really quick so I could give him some cash. And I'm so thankful for him taking it for me. Anyway, was that on topic at all? I don't know. So I fixed the cash here. The only thing we are going to add into this binder, because a lot of our money is going into our 1 month ahead binder. The only thing we're going to add here, which this 26-week binder is also just saving for moving costs or, you know, anything associated with like getting us into something bigger. So $30 into the 26-week savings challenge. That is going to go here, 20, 30. I had originally started this binder and this binder thinking I was going to get stuffed in like a month, and I don't know what I was thinking because I know that I'm low income. I know that. I know that. So I might transfer, like I might turn this 26-week into a true 26-week. Whereas if I just stuff it once every week, then I'll have 1,500, you know, after 6 months. Like it will just be a slow going but helpful savings challenge. So both of these are stuffed. Okay, our Christmas is next because this one's gonna go so quick. So this is the Sugar and Snow design. I also have a holiday deer and holiday cheer Christmas kind of themed, holiday themed binder, but I'm so excited to use this new design. We're only gonna stuff $1 into here. So I'm just coloring in the 1, and again, by the end of it, we have 1,378, but this is definitely one that I'm going to save all year. I'm sure it will be true to fashion for me though. I'll probably miss a week or two and then I'll catch up a couple weeks, but for the most part, I will stuff this once a week. And we are just stuffing the 1 today because we have not, it's not even Halloween. It's not Thanksgiving, it's not Christmas yet for this year. So I don't want to put too much money into this, but I do want to start building the momentum, telling my brain like, girl, you already started, look at you. Like, you know, we're already on the right path. So I want to start this now, so I did, and I'm happy to do that. So that got its $1, we're good. Next week we'll put in 2, and we'll keep that momentum going. This binder is my 1 month ahead. I am bringing the 1 month ahead binder back. I recently did away with it, but I do know whether I move into an apartment, whether I, you know, it takes me a while, and my ultimate goal is to own. I want to be at least a month ahead separate from my moving costs. Like I want a full month ahead no matter what I do, right? So I might as well make this a priority and make sure this happens. If you haven't seen these yet from me, again, there's like 8 different designs, but it's basically all of the categories that you need to be 1 month ahead in: housing, electric, groceries, insurance, subscriptions, phones, car, bills, emergency savings 1 month ahead. There's a $5 savings challenge card. And then on the back here, there is a monthly challenge. I'm not going to treat this like a monthly challenge. We'll talk about it more later. But basically, if you stuff one of these every single day in a month, then in 1 month's time, you will have $500 saved. So that's what all of these divided cards are in the back. We will just stuff $1 today and talk more about that in a second. And let's start with, let's see, I have these, do I have these in order how I want it? Groceries, phones. Let me just move these around for a second because I have it written down on a little slip over there how I want it to go. Car, subscriptions, insurance, and then bills. Yes, now it is in order. Okay. Housing. Housing. Okay, so like housing for now, we're just going off of my current bills. But again, before I move, I would need to do the math and adjust this a little bit. But I would love to have this fully stuffed by the end of December. We shall see how I do. There are 20 little houses here. If I times that by 40, then that equals 800, which is what my rent is. So there's a little graphic at the bottom of all of the trackers. This one is a house, for example. So there's 20 houses. What you would do is you would say 800 divided by 20 equals 40. So $40 is what I need to put in each little icon to get to color one in. So what I did is I did the math on all of these. I have them off screen just so that every single week I know exactly what I need to put into each category. So housing, I need to put 2040 to color in a full icon. This is just my favorite way to do it. You can of course just add money however you would like. And then, you know, when you reach that goal, then you get to color it in. I like to get to color it in a spot every single time. That red, y'all, I do this every single time. I like pick a color and then not end up liking it. Oh well, Housing is gonna have to stay like that. Okay, housing has $40. Electric is gonna get 15 so that we get to color in a little spot. So electric 10, 15. And if you've never done a month ahead, or maybe it's been a while, or maybe you've never really known how to do it, I like to do it. I mean, you could do it several different ways. And I think in my channel, actually, I've probably evolved and tried it out different ways. But again, I've been doing this for 5 years. So my favorite way at this point is to keep paying all of my bills just as normal as they come out. Like, I'm still feeling the stress of like living month to month, but that's okay to me. I pay it month to month. And this, once this is fully stuffed, I can use this binder to pay my bills a month ahead at that point, once this is fully stuffed. And then during the month, I'm stuffing a month ahead binder to get ready for the next month, right? So electric has 15. So the goal for me is, my personal goal, again, the fun thing about cash budgeting and stuffing is it is fun, and you get to do it however feels most motivating and fun for you. So you don't have to do my method, just sharing with you in case it's helpful. Okay, now I forgot. I went off on a little aside and then I forgot what in the world I was even saying. Groceries, $20, $30 for groceries. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. My personal goal is to have this fully stuffed by December so that in the new year, whenever we cash stuff these 1 month ahead binders, it means that we are saving for the next month and we're always staying 1 month ahead. Next, we have our phone bill. For me, that is $6. Again, I've had a key written off to the side in my planner for such a long time about exactly what I need for my bills. I don't offhand know exactly what my phone bill is. Let's see, mine is 35 and my boys is 27. I think they have watch phones with a different company than who I use. They have Gab Wireless and I have Cricket, and I love both of them. So if you have a really expensive phone, that could be a fun goal for you this year, is to switch to a cheaper company. Now, I have an old iPhone, so I would not say I'm like very much into like having the coolest phone, and my internet works, my hotspot works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got the things that I need. I do think Cricket Wireless, you can have better, newer phones. I just have like the cheapest iPhone. I think it's called an iPhone SE. I like that it's really, really small, and it just happens to be like the cheapest iPhone there is. I think it's a couple $100s now, but when I bought it a couple of years ago, it was only $100. Car, we are putting $22 into car, 20, 21, 22. I do have a $400 car note every single month, so that's what this is saving for. Next is subscriptions. My subscriptions are very minimal. I have Netflix and then one other thing that I can't even remember. Oh, Hulu. I have Hulu, but I have like a $1 plan during the holiday season. Last year, they were offering like sign up for the year and you can get it for $1 every single month. 1, 2, 3 towards subscriptions. So I got that, and as soon as that goes away for me this year, I will cancel Hulu. I'm not gonna keep it and pay more. Insurance, that's insurance for my car. We're gonna put $5 in here, and again, color in another spot. I don't like this color at all, so don't be surprised if the next time you see me stuff this binder, I actually replace all of my cards with something different. Bills. Okay, the idea with the bills card, because it does look a little different from the others, is you color in the icons and you do the math the same way at the top and then the very bottom here. It does have some lines on it, so my intention in how I designed this one is that all of these lines you can write any other bills you might have. For me, other bills are, I have a couple of debts that I'm paying on, so I would just write that debt and then how much I pay on it every single month, and then write the other thing, and then I'm totaling up all these miscellaneous bills. The intention is, like, if there was anything missed in this binder, maybe you've got childcare or something unique to you, then you can write it on here, add up all of those numbers, and that's how you do your math and determine how much your bills are. I recognize like this whole binder is a bills binder basically, but you know, I don't know. This is just like a catch-all for anything that didn't get covered elsewhere. So I miscounted or misstuffed something because I'm supposed to have $26 and it looks like I only have 10, 15, 16. So I don't know if I overstuffed $10 or maybe I just didn't pull enough from the bank. Either way, it's fine. We're not going to color in one of these spots though until I pay myself another $10 to add in with this bills card, because I don't want to confuse myself. So we'll just not color it in, put in the 15. It's okay. Minimal mistakes like that do not bother me. We are going to go ahead and put $1 into this monthly challenge. I said that we would talk about it. I basically, instead of, again, we're in like the holiday season, which is a very spendy time of year. I did like pre-save a lot of my holiday money, so I don't plan on it being a spendy year or end of year for me, but I don't want to give myself a monthly challenge just right now. I don't want to try to do this all in one month. I know that would stress me out. Every time we have a cash stuffing, I just want to make sure I'm stuffing 1 or 2 of these sleeves, again, in hopes of having it completely done by the end of the year. So we're going to stuff $1 in here, keep it very low pressure, and that is it. That's it for that cash stuffing. If you are new around here, please let me know in the comments. If you've been around for a while, let me know that also. I always love kind of hearing how you guys are finding me. I know a lot of you that comment have been around for a long time, and I appreciate you. If you did make it all the way to the end of this video, please leave me a heart in the comments. That lets me know that you made it all the way to the end, and I appreciate you so much for that. As always, I love you guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, you with the dream so bright. We're saving together, taking on the fight. Coins and cash, making it last. Jordan budgets, we got this.